There is so much going through my mind right now, so much going on in my heart, so much going on in general. It's crazy good. Okay, so I'm excited to tell you guys what God did in my life. I'm so crazy excited. I'm weird. Possibly because I've had an energy drink. So good luck, guys, for dealing with me. Okay. I just got back from an amazing afternoon with my friends. And I'm here to tell you, I was that girl for, what am I? I'm 23 years old. So, like, I've been that girl for, like, literally 23 years who couldn't get a break from guys, who couldn't get a break from wanting the attention of men, from wanting to pursue a boyfriend, just wanting to be cuddled and hugged and loved. And not that there is anything bad with that. God definitely created those lovely men for a reason. And I was so consumed with wanting a guy in my life. And I realized, like, I realized that was an issue. That was an idol. So I kept surrendering that to God over and over and over and over again. And what I'm going to tell you is how God actually delivered me from this. And it's such an amazing feeling because I literally feel so entirely different and so close to God. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know, really. Like, I've heard, but like, I didn't know what I could really gain from truly not caring about guys so much. Because so um so for a while I've been boy crazy. I literally saw every guy like, could you be my husband? Could you be my boyfriend? You're cute. Like, can I get to know you more? And I always had this, like, this this underlying reason why I would talk to guys, because, like, you're cute. You'll like me, right? So, my hair is doing something funky. Okay. So I was just crazy about boys. And my only real motive for talking to men was just to get attention. And so I just, yeah, so you're probably wondering how I'm free from this. Like, I didn't know I would be here today telling you how it worked. And my cat just opened up the door. Like, literally, like, from the he pulled the door open. Okay. Anyways, that's nothing. I've heard people just tell me to just focus on God. And it's like, what more could I do? I was sort of getting angry and annoyed at this because it's like, yes, I'm focusing on God. Why isn't anything happening? And like, why aren't I feeling any different? And I was so angry as to what was wrong with me. And not that I figured out anything, but more like, it literally just dawned on me, like, last night, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with guys. I'm done. I can't. I'm trying to explain what it really was like. It was like I was holding on to something and I wasn't even looking at my hand or even focusing on it as it, like, just opened and it just dropped. Like, the idol of men just dropped. God just changed my heart. He would just, in that moment, just completely, I don't know, like, I didn't do anything. I was just sitting there, like, serving God through slides and just thinking about things, and and it just happened just like that. And after the multiple times of continually surrendering this issue of like, guys, it was the last time I like just let go. And it was so cool because in that moment he transformed like everything. I literally knew God way more. It was like I gained so much. I got filled so much. I'm like literally crazy right now because it's like I've never experienced this ever. And I only experienced this much of God because I finally let go the one thing that was keeping him from being able to really be my everything, like my literal everything. Like, don't just say it, like live it. Like, my everything. Guys, like I don't care about guys anymore. And like literally, like God just became my everything in that moment, and now I'm way more emotional and I'm like crying at every single worship song, and I'm like, God, your love, God, you're everything. God, you're like more than what I could ever imagine. You're more than I could ever want in life. Why was I so consumed with all these guys? It's like my eyes were like completely open to like God. Like I it's like I'm not held back by the love of men, like just wanting guys. Like I'm not held back anymore. That was the one thing that I knew was holding me back from really, like, if you're ever wondering, like if you're ever in that state of like, okay, why don't I feel anything? Why don't I feel anything? Why don't I feel any different? Why do I feel like I'm just looking at these other people being so consumed by God, and like I'm here ready and willing and waiting and God's not doing anything? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, that is the most selfish thing to be thinking, because you're still thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about God at all. So like if you're there if you're there sitting there like, why isn't God doing anything for me? Like, look at me. I'm doing everything I possibly can. Like, I get it. Like, you're doing everything you possibly can. Like, everything you possibly can do, that you're trying so hard. But if you're there sitting like, why can't I feel God? Why can't I feel God like really in my life? Like really, like consuming, like possessed, like on fire, like crazy in love with God. Why don't I feel that way? Why do I see all these people like you are looking at yourself too much. And it's until like you've heard the saying surrender. You've heard it a billion times. And you're probably sick and tired of it by now. Because that's what you've been doing for so long. You've been surrendering for so long. And there's only so many surrenders you think you can do. But then there's this one moment, and I'm like, I'm just truthfully, I'm wanting to change. Like, really wanting change. There's a difference between saying you want change and really believing in your heart that's what you want. I had personal experience before this era of my life having to deal with change. And it hurt. It hurts, guys. Like, it hurts. If you think that if it's hurting you, you're probably on the right track. If you're sitting there like, I'm trying, but if you're really honest with yourself, you're not actually trying because it's not hurting you in any way and you're still comfortable where you're at, then you really need to just do more things that you don't want to do, that you're pushing off, like reading the Bible more, like getting involved at the church, tithing more. These are all like, these are all like works. And I'm not here telling you that it's all about works. It is about faith. It's just when you are not focused on yourself, you're going to be more focused on helping others and serving others and giving up your time, your money. And it's just the basic discipline of really coming closer to God. If you read, what's that book called? Celebration of Discipline. It's this blue book. Anyway, I forget the author. And I'm all packed up. I'm moving. So, yeah, there might be a different background. Same background, but like different area. This video is too long. I'll wrap it up with saying this. There's always something that we are holding on to. There's always going to be something that it's an idol in our life. And we need to really see it. If you see it and you're saying I'm trying, and you're saying I'm trying while you're still holding on to it, practice surrendering it. Like truly surrendering it. Like give it up. As if you don't care about it anymore. And the more you do that, because it's going to come back, then one day, the more you're getting to know God through His Word, the more you're praying to Him, the more that you are really in love with Him, one day you're not even going to recognize the moment when you really let go for the last time and God really comes in and fills you, and you get that feeling that everyone talks about where it's like you're filled, you're free. Like there's nothing else, like there's no other feeling out there like this. And this is the feeling that you've been hearing other people say for so long. And you always think that that's for somebody else and it's not for me. Now I thought that. So, practice surrendering, true surrendering. So, yeah. Love you guys. Bye.